Hello, and welcome. I am Webweaver, and I'm so glad you have found my channel here today. This is my second weekly tarot card reading, just to kind of give us a heads up of what we might be looking at in the coming week. I'm going to draw 7 cards, one for each day, and I will talk about them. I am using the Steampunk Tarot by Barbara Moore and illustrated by Ali Fell. But this deck does have, each of the cards has like a little quote. So I have those written down on cards here. So once I pull the card and I give the meaning, I will tell you what the quote says. I am still getting better at these readings, so please have grace as I continue learning the tarot. I generally have things memorized, but not always. So if I didn't say it, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. All right. This will be for Monday, January 26th. Then we have the 27th, the 28th, 29th, 30th. So through February 1st, I believe. I think that's correct. All right. What do we need to know for this week ahead? Monday through Sunday, what do we need to know for this week ahead? What do we need to know for this week ahead? What do we need to know for this week ahead? What do we need to know for this week ahead? All right. So for Monday, and I have them upside down, we have the Hermit. Are they upside down? No. All right, so the Hermit. The Hermit for Monday. Make sure you're seeing these here. Okay. The Hermit tends to be turning inward, introspective. So you can see that the man is on the outskirts of society, on the outside of the city. He's gone into isolation. A lot of times, though, it's for introspection. It's for trying to get guidance for yourself. So on Monday, we are being told to turn inward, look for the answers inward, reflect on yourself, your actions, your beliefs, your intuition. Spend some time in nature if you're not going to get buried in a foot of snow. Getting away from distractions so that you can get to your own truth. So the quote for this card is to see the glow of your own light. Go into the dark. So seek some time alone on Monday to better understand yourself. All right. So for Tuesday, we have the Two of Pentacles. So Pentacles generally have to do with the physical realm, things that you own, money, your health, that kind of thing. Some readers see it as, if it's political, it's votes or things like that. So this card has to do with multitasking, maintaining balance. You can see that she is riding this Victorian bicycle with the big giant wheel in the front and the small wheel in the back. That's got to take some talent right there. So she is balancing, she's got flexibility, she's juggling, but it's fun. So the quote for this card on Tuesday is, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. So she's very focused. So make sure you are focused on your task, whatever it is that's happening, whatever's happening in the world. Make sure you have focus, that you're not all over the place. You're balancing things well. It might be about balancing finances, keeping an eye on finances, but that is our card for Tuesday. So Wednesday, we have Temperance. As a historian, I always think of the temperance movement. So temperance has to do with moderation. In the picture, you can see that there are it's not quite scales, but things are balanced on both ends. A lot of times I've seen it with like pouring cups together, but it has to do with balance, moderation, having tact. If you're in a conversation where people are, it's a heated discussion, as is the case right now in a lot of things. It could be about health, maintaining your health, your balance and health. It's the right thing at the right time in the right place. So the quote for this card is, the difference between a professional and an amateur is that a professional makes it look easy. So on Wednesday, we're being reminded of temperance, moderation. Oh, on Thursday, we have the Sun. That's a happy good times card. So you can see in the picture, there's a young couple dancing in the sunlight with the sunflowers. I mean, could you get any more sun in this picture? This is a happy good time picture. Generally, if you're asking a yes or no question, this is a yes card, but the sun does bring about light, so it can have to do with enlightenment, vitality. I mean, that is a young couple dancing in a field with a happy doggy at their feet. There's a lot of life and vitality there. It could be personal power, good times, happy events, friendship, clarity that brings joy. I could go for some clarity in a lot of things right now. So that is definitely a possibility. The quote for this card is, dance with me. Why? Because life is amazing. So that is our card for Thursday. And I'm just trying to make sure that all of the cards are in here and that you can see them, but that I also have room for them. So let me just scoot. All right, Friday. We have the King of Pentacles. So I believe we had him last time as well. Again, the King of Pentacles is an earth. The pentacles are earth. They are the physical realm. So this card could be dealing with determination, hard work. The man looks to be rather wealthy, standing there smoking his pipe at his fireplace. So successfulness. Somebody who is driven by the physical world, by their possessions, by resources, by finances, but not necessarily in a greedy way. They can be reliable, supporting. Okay, so the quote for this card is, we have no more right to consume happiness without producing it than to consume wealth without producing it. So on Friday, it is success, but it is success after determination and hard work. But it is indicative of having more than enough of the physical that you need. So finances, possessions, you have what you need and you are comfortable and successful. All right, so for Saturday, we have the 8 of Cups. Okay, you can see that card. That's good. The 8 of Cups. Cups is emotion. Cups is water, and water is emotion. So the 8 of Cups has to do with leaving the past behind. You can see this woman dressed almost as an aviator with the goggles on, walking away from whatever that machine is in the background, whether it's a time machine or some other thing, but she's walking away from it. She's leaving all of these cups behind her and walking away. Now, it doesn't look like it was an easy decision. It doesn't look like it's a, phew, I'm free, let me get out of here. It's more like, this is what makes sense. I need to step away from the past. I need to set healthy boundaries. So on Saturday, we need to make sure we have our boundaries set. We need to make sure that we are moving on from the lessons and the struggles of the past and move forward. The quote for this card is, knowing where you are is important. Knowing where you are supported or supposed to be is imperative. So knowing where you are is important, but knowing where you're supposed to be is imperative. So looking at our situation and where we are, if it's not where we're supposed to be, then we need to walk away from it. And that's not always an easy decision to make. So that is something to consider on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we have the star. The star shining in the sky. Let me pull up the quote for that so that I have it here. So the star has to do with, I always think of Wish Upon a Star when I get the star. So it has to do with your wishes and wishes being granted. And when you make a wish on a star, you are hopeful. You're hoping that that is going to happen, that it's going to come true. So it has to do with hope. It has to do with wishes and peace. It's very peaceful to lie there and look at the stars. Often we consult the stars, so it has to do with wisdom. It can have to do with astrology specifically, looking for guidance, but hope and wishes granted. It could be healing in a way. So Sunday we are hopeful. We're feeling hope. We are having wishes granted or putting our wishes out there to be granted. The quote for this card is, "Hush, my darling, hush. Have faith. I will light your way." So that is our week. We start out with a lot of introspection, working to keep balance in our physical lives, whether it be our health or whatever, but having fun while doing it. You know, she's riding a bike, it's fun, it's just not always easy. On Wednesday, we're being reminded of temperance, moderation, tact. So making sure we maintain those things in any and all of our dealings on Wednesday. On Thursday, the sun, personal power, enlightenment, joy, happiness. Dance with me because it's fun and we're alive, right? On Friday, the King of Pentacles, determination and hard work lead to success and physical comfort. On Saturday, we make sure we put those boundaries in place and we maintain them as we walk away from that which no longer serves. And on Sunday, we have the star of hope and healing and peace and wishes granted. All right, so I hope you have a wonderful week. I anticipate being on to do the readings each day, but if I'm not, you can always refer back to this one, which has the weekly theme to it. If you are in the path of the storm that has hit, make sure you stay safe, stay warm, try not to go out until the roads are plowed. And I will see you this week for the daily readings, and then next Sunday for our next weekly one. Blessed be.